And I have completely lost one of my lights. It might come back in, it might go back out. Let's see. Yeah. Hi, I'm Bill Butler. It is January 7th, 2018. Happy New Year, everybody. It's late Sunday night, and I want to get this done. We have a Greater New Orleans Bonsai Society meeting this Tuesday, just in 2 days. It is the annual Silhouette Show, and Silhouette Show is for us to showcase deciduous trees in their naked glory so that we can identify problems in the tree. I wanted to bring this tree in, but there are so many obvious things that are wrong with it. I'd rather we addressed some of the finer detail points rather than just having them say, well, you know, these 5 hidden here, they gotta come off. Well, we'll take care of that. Also, I have some ideas on what I want to do with the tree. It'd be really nice if I had a branch here. Well, here's a scar. Here's a scar from an earlier working, and it's not going to pop. I don't know that there's any adventitious buds down here, but what I would like to do is do a thread graft, or I punch this through the tree. I have some qualms about that because am I trying to make a informal upright, or am I trying to make an old weathered flat top with it? And I think I might actually have too many big branches down low. And I kept it that way for a long time because I wanted energy flow coming up into the tree. It obviously had a problem in the past where a large portion of the tree died off because it was not receiving the impetus to continue to feed that portion of the tree. So the tree died off. Luckily this branch, oh, that was a dead one. Luckily this branch back here, this new leader took off and really grew over this so that I have a new upright on this back. At one time, this was the only thing I had. I explained last time why I call this one Heartbreaker. This one has just been a problem for me, but I've had this tree for coming up on 22 years. So let's finally push it into a 5-year plan where I can have some really interesting ramification real soon. So tonight, I really want to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock at night. I got to get up real early tomorrow morning. So let's just get right to it. What am I going to do tonight? I'm going to get rid of, immediately I'm going to get rid of all of these uprights here. I got to remember, don't cut off this. I probably want to twist this around in some way. But given that he's going to become a thread graft, I'm probably going to leave this on for now. I've got some other things. I'm going to be shortening this, shortening over here, and I'm going to be buffing out the wood. Something happened. I pissed off the tree. I really pissed it off last time when I worked on it and I did all that heavy carving. And this is just a massive amount of growth just came up and pushed over and snapped off the front piece of dead wood right off the tree. So while that would have looked nice up in the front, it does give me better access to the inner portions of the tree. I think the tree still works as as deadwood features, but now I can get in there and treat the deadwood. I'm going to be using lime sulfur tonight to lime sulfur this, but I want to wait a little bit before I get in here with a wood preservative. I'm going to be testing out things like CPES. I'm going to be taking a look at paraloid. I want to look at Minwax wood hardener. I want to look at epoxy where I thin it with denatured alcohol. I want to look at PC wood petrifier. These are things that I'm not really sure exactly which one's going to work the best way. I'm real excited about CPES. It's made by Smith's. It's a clear penetrating epoxy, and many say that really all it is just epoxy diluted with denatured alcohol. So I'm going to be running some tests on that to see which one, and I'm going to be using pieces of deadwood, bald cypress deadwood that I have, just like this one here, and just to see how far into the wood these products penetrate. But that's a future video. Tonight, I want to be buffing the tree with a brass bristle brush. and coming up on it to give it brushing upwards. So I want the wheel spinning this way, brushing upwards to give it a finer tone. All right, I'm cutting this one back pretty far because I want to see sparseness down here. This is an old bald cypress. Old bald cypress sacrificed their lower branches. I am going to wrap this real quick so I can know to just leave it alone. I'm gonna get over here and just quickly cover this tree and then snip, and there goes my potential thread graft. I can't have that. This is breaking out. This is actually gonna be in front of the trunk. That's a violation of many people's sensibilities, but I want something coming up out of the cloud, so to speak. I need to make sure that this thing up top comes back around. This secondary pad, this lower pad, comes out a little bit here. He'll come out a little in the front, maybe him. I don't know which of these branches I will have after Tuesday night's meeting. Let's see, the heavy wire, the copper. All right, copper. I'm just going to take some white vet wrap, put it over the branch so that it just doesn't appear to the eye. Let's start getting some heavier wire in here. This is not copper. Again, I'm the kind of guy that mixes wires and just doesn't care. Okay, for now, I think I'm done wiring. I didn't wire out every single thing and every single option. I cut back real heavy on the tree, as you can see, which is a lot of what I wanted to do today. I'm gonna get in here, touch everything up that I can reach with lime sulfur. And get that done pretty quick. I moisten the wood because the lime sulfur mixed with a little bit of water has some surface tension that may cause it to shed. so the wood is damp, it will absorb, or at least hold on top of it, more of the lime sulfur. Okay, everything went by a little faster than I thought it would tonight. I've got moss in here I need to scrape out, brush out. I really need to get in here and delineate what is live wood. I have sections in here, I am surprised, where there is live tissue. This, my fingers go up behind it. It goes up behind here, but it's got live tissue curling around. This is wrapping over in several places. Got in there and slathered a whole bunch of lime sulfur in there, as you can see. Sometimes I had to use the holes that I created to gain access. In a way, I am very happy that I lost the front so that I can get in there and take care of that. It'll probably get another coat of lime sulfur before I get around to hardening off the wood in some way. Haven't determined yet. We're here in the south, we have plenty of humidity, plenty of rain, as we can hear. And deciduous wood rots away. Junipers, pines, here, it rots away. And some people will say, well, I thought bald cypress is a waterproof or water durable wood, and it is if you're talking about a tree that is hundreds of years old and was depositing resins on that core, that heartwood, as opposed to the outer layers of sapwood. And that's all we've got here with a tree this small, is a lot of sapwood that never really got its resin deposits going. I like the way the tree came out. As I mentioned, we're going to have a bonsai meeting in 2 days, and I'm going to get in here after the meeting and pick up where they leave off with my tree. So I'm going to take this to the meeting Tuesday night. They'll critique it. They'll tell me whether or not, we'll take it to a vote, whether or not I want to see some sort of branch eventually right there, right in this area here. And if not, then I will just go ahead and remove this branch or cut it back to a certain point that makes sense for the little branch itself. But until then, all of this is still there, so that if I want to do a thread graft, it'll punch right through there. So this is Heartbreaker, Briseuse de Coeur. I don't know exactly how to pronounce the French name that I gave it. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Bye-bye now. Everything's getting wet.